Yo, what is up, YouTube? Alright, today we are going to be going over variables. So what we're going to do is we're going to be defining variables, going over booleans, strings, we can call items, we will print, and we will go over tables. First of all, we will open up a script. And our first step is to define a variable. So what we will name a variable is, I guess we could call it variable. So this will be the name of what we are going to be defining. Now, to define a variable, you have a bunch of options. You'll have strings, booleans, items, tables, basically anything. For now, we are going to start with scripts. And yes, my voice just cracked at least 10 times during that whole sentence. So to make a string, what we're going to do is put a quotation. What our string will be, so hello world. And that's basically our string. So the way we can call our variable is we will go over here and we will do print variable. If you didn't watch our print video in our last video, I highly suggest that. That will help with debugging and basically help you throughout your scripting career. So if we print variable, what we'll print in the output is hello world. If we click play, and if we just exit out of the game, it will print hello world in the output. You can also do this with multiple strings. I didn't go over this in the last video. I didn't really bring it up in my head at the time, but you can also join strings. So if we do variable 2 equals what are you doing, then we can join the two variables by putting a dot dot and then variable 2. Right now, this will print hello world, what are you doing? But there will not be a space right here, so you will have to add a space in. Or else it'll be all joined. Oops, what did I miss? Oh, gotcha. Alright, let us test. So it says, hello world, what are you doing? So, that is basically strings. Onto booleans. Booleans are basically true and false. So if we do variable equals true and variable equals false, then we print variable, variable, and let's add a space here, and then variable 2, and we forgot our 2 right there. So that should print true space false. Oops, what did I do? Oh, gotcha. So it won't print it. Oh, because we need 2 string. I'll go over string manipulation in another video. So it won't print that, but it will keep it store as true or false. So you can, these are helpful with if statements. So if variable equal or then, and then you also got if not variable 2, then. And so basically what this means is if variable or variable equals true, then, and then it'll go do whatever you do in here, and variable 2 equals false, so if not variable 2 then. So basically this not stands for either false and nothing equals true, if that makes sense. Now that we are done with booleans, booleans are basically true and false, which is a 1 or 2 option. So if you have like if something something dot position equals something 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 equals true, then no, that's not an answer. Gosh dang it. Or if found equals true, you could do a found loop, which we can go over in another. And basically that's what booleans will be used for. They're really helpful if you have, or if you need 2 options. Now we will be going over items. So to call an item in Brick Planet, you will have to always either start in workspace, scenery, lighting, server storage, or leaderboard. Or you could call a script. We went a little over this in the print video. So variable equals, you could either do script dot parent dot base plate. So that's basically saying, the variable is the script, and the parent of the script, which means that is the workspace, and base plate. So we are going from the script up to the workspace, and then it is the base plate that is being defined here. So if we do variable dot color equals part color dot new, 100, 100, 100. So at the moment, it is this blue color. But if we play, if we test the game, it should turn into a dark grayish color, since we have defined it as variable. There we go. It is a gray color. So basically we are calling variable, which is the base plate, and we are getting the base plate's color. You could also do this by doing workspace dot base plate, because you are calling the workspace and you are getting the base plate from the workspace. This, you will always have to make sure, if you ever model or put items in a group or model, you will always have to make sure that there are no scripts that have this in a variable. If you do, then you will have to update it. Because if I do this, if I just double click those and I control G and put it in a model, this is no longer valid, since baseplate is no longer in the workspace. It is in the model in the workspace. So we will have to put dot model dot works or baseplate. Hopefully that made sense. If you have any questions, just head down into the comments below and I will try my best to go over them and help fix any errors that you may get. Now we will be moving on to arrays or tables. Basically, those are things that store, well, that's a variable as well. So store multiple pieces of data, I guess. So the way we make one is we do the little brackets. I don't know the logical term for these, but it's the little squiggly that looks like this. If I open up paint.net, it is the ones that look like and then you got, and then you got your data in there. So now you could store strings, variables, players, anything you want in here. So let's just say we want to store hello, and then how, and then is, and then day. Basically, this is indexing as 1, 2, 3, and 4. Indexing is basically the position of where the item is in the table. So hello is number 1, how is 2, 3, and 4. So if we do for IV and pairs variable, do print variable, I end. Alright, so this is a for loop. We will get into that, or into loops in a different video. But right now, all you need to know is the I is the number of times the loop has passed. So basically, it will go through this whole table and it will store I as the index. So it will start off with 1, then it'll go to 2, 3, and 4, and I will always be 1, 2, 3, and 4, depending on which placing it is in the table. So I am printing the table's I. Oh, there we go. Alright. So the way we call tables is you will call it by the name like a normal variable. But you will have these brackets right here and the number or the index that you want. So right now I can put it as 1 and it will print variable 1, which means it will print variable hello. If I change it to 2, it will print variable 2, which means variable how. And then print variable 3, which is print variable is, and then so on. So right now I have it as I, because this is going through the whole table and changing I as it goes on. Now, let's say I wanted to add something into the table. I will want to do table.insert and then the parentheses, and then for the first one, or the first argument, I will do variable or parameter. I'm slow. So basically we are calling the table variable. First one is always the table name. Now, you will want to put in as the second one what you want to insert. So I want to put in your. So it will insert in the table variable, and it'll insert your, and then for the third, it will be 4. So basically what this is doing is it is inserting the word your into the table variable in the 4th position in the table. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, and then it'll be in between is and day. So if I just do this, that is how the table would look like once this script runs. So if I just do this, and if I go here and I print this again, watch what happens. Oh, I just completely messed up then. Insert number expected got string. What is happening? Oh, gotcha. Pretty sure this will work. There you go. Alright, sorry about that. It was flopped. Hello, how is day? Hello, how is hello day? Oh, because I accidentally put, okay. Your. Alright, so right now, what it is doing, it is, for every index in variable, it is printing. So hello, how is day? So that is the original version. Now that we inserted something, it has refreshed variable, and then it will print again, but it has a new index in it, which is your. So now it says, hello, how is your day? Because we put your in the 4th index of variable. That is basically all. I could teach you how to reset indexes in the table. So what you want to do is variable equals and then just the brackets. That is how you clear a table. I could also show you how to remove. So there you go. Alright, and table dot remove variable 4 or index 4, and then it should remove is. Hello, how is day? Hello, how is. So we removed day since it is the 4th. It is the 4th index in variable. So 1, 2, 3, 4, which is day, which has been gotten rid of because we removed it from the table. I think that's about it for everything. We still have to go over local variables. So basically the way local variables work is you have a global variable and you have a local variable. Global variables are the ones we have been using. So variable equals 0. And local variables are local variable 2 equals 0. So local variables can be kept inside events, and they will not be changed from outside of events or functions or anything else. So if we had an if statement, if variable equals 0, then local variable 2 equals 0. End. So if we have that, then we can't call that outside of the if statement since it is local to the if statement. So if I tried variable 2 equals 2, it will error because variable 2 is now global instead of local here. So just to recap, local variables stay inside of whatever they in. So if I had a loop for some for I equals 1, 5, 2, and I had a local something equals 0, then basically I cannot call this outside of the for loop. I can't even call it if I do this. So I can call variable 2 inside the for loop since the for loop is inside the if statement, but I cannot call something since the if statement is outside of the for. Hopefully that makes sense. If it does not, then comments down below, ask me what you want, and I will hopefully get back to you in at least 30 minutes. Hopefully you learned something from this video. If you want to learn something new or tell me what you want to learn next video. If I missed something and you want me to go over it, in this video or any other videos, then comment below and I will get to it as soon as possible. Shameless plug here. Make sure you go and head over to DevHub. It is a new development group or community for Brick Planets. It currently has 25 members. Basically what you could do is it's a bunch of clothing designers, GFX artists, developers, scripters, builders, and all in one, so they can help each other grow, and so that they can help each other work together to make projects that they can publish. And if you need any help, head over there, and we should get you in a matter of 5 minutes tops, maybe. I think that's about it for this video. I hope you learned something. New videos basically every day now. Hope you enjoyed, and have a good one. Peace.